What's up, guys, and welcome to the live stream. I'm doing the description and title as I always do, because I can't be asked to type it in PlayStation. So just give me just a second. And I don't like that title, so we're gonna go for a different one. Where is the number sign? There. I like that a lot more. Let's put it in that playlist, and off we go. Boop and boop. Huh? There we go. What is stream key? Nope. Um. Hello? Sure. Alright, here we go. Alright, welcome back to the Panhandle. Sorry about that, that was a long intro. Well, it wasn't necessarily an intro, but whatever. Um, this is technically episode 8 of the series. If you guys didn't know, this is a series on my channel. And yeah, if you guys want, go check it out. Otherwise, you're going to be kind of confused on what's happening. Let's see, what do we got going on today? We do have a contract active for field assist, field 15. He is plowing, so he's going on. He's about 70% done with the contract. It's going to take him quite a bit longer. This guy is done raking the field, it looks like. Just checking if he's actually done. It looks like he is. So fantastic. So that means we get to bale. Probably in this stream. If we get that far? I'm not sure if we'll get that far. Well, say the only real thing we have to do is do the silage field over there. That's about all we have to do. Alright, put that in there. I will say I did harvest most of our fields off screen because I was bored. So we had 2 soybean fields that I harvested. We had a cornfield I harvested and plowed. We had this cornfield that I harvested and plowed. And then I bought this field. It was a soybean field, but I have cultivated it under. Because it has tram lines, as you can kind of see by the stripes and the rows. Sure. So that's been done over. And then other than that, I've pretty much been doing contracts. I did most of that in October. Yeah, I did $197,000 worth of contracts. $33,000 today. And as you can see, we have a $3 million loan. So that is fun. And I don't think I've other than contracts, I haven't made a lot of money. That being said, I did have to fund this field because it's $650,000. I sold the biogas plant that we had because I wasn't using it, and then I sold the slurry point that was right there, and then I sold all 4 of our pig enclosures as well. So there's that. Also, we have a new trailer. This is the Silage Boss from BC Bueller. And so far I like it. It's a real nice trailer. I think I don't even know what I set it the capacity for. We should probably check on that. What did I put the thing for? 65,000. All right. So not quite as much as our Superior end dump trailer right there by that shed, but it'll still be enough for us. Partially because this isn't oh, what is it? I can't remember what it is now. Silage maze. Wow, real simple. Yeah, partially because this isn't silage maze, this is just normal corn. And I did take 2 headlands off with the normal combine. In fact, it's still sitting over there. Something. I was going somewhere with that. Somewhere. Harvested the corn with the combine. Oh, the reason I harvested the corn with the combine, this field in particular, is because we have a pig food mixer, or feed mill, however you want to say it. So we have oats, we have soybeans, and we have corn. And if we look at the ratio, it's 6,000 corn, 2,000 soybeans, and 2,000 oats. So we need 3 times as much corn as we do soybeans and oats. And I think we started with like 70,000 liters of soybeans and oats. Something like that. And so 3 times as much as that would be like, I don't know, 200 something, right? No. Yeah. What's 70 times 3? 20, 21. Yeah. So over 200,000. And I don't think I put over 200,000 liters of corn in there to begin with. But we have enough. I mean, we've already got 163,000 liters of pig food. So that's good. It's really good. The only problem is, I'm sure you guys have noticed, or I hinted at it earlier. We no longer have pig enclosures. they were over here, and they are no longer here. The only animal pastures we have are the cattle pens. So that is a bit of a problem. Just a little bit of a problem. I want to say it's like 80,000 to place it back. Place one of them back. Pig enclosure back. And I would prefer to have two of them, but we don't really have enough to purchase one. Let's have a look. Let's see. Pigs. Oh, it's 82,000. Even more. Wow. Alright. Well, there we go. Actually, when we do this contract, there's a barley contract. I'm going to take that. We do this plowing contracts. That's 84,000. So that alone will pay for a pig confinement, which will be very good. And yeah, not getting a lot of chaff here. I might honestly just cut this for corn. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. So we will park this back in here where it belongs, crash into the wall, because why not? Now, did I lease this trailer? I want to say I did, but I'm not entirely sure. I did. I did lease it. Alright, fantastic. Man, there's a one loud truck. Oh, I accepted that sewing contract, didn't I? I did. I completely forgot about it already. What is it? Barley? Man, all these fields are getting planted in barley. It's crazy. I planted that field. That's barley. I don't think I planted that field, but that is also barley, and now this field is also going to become barley. So that's going to be a lot of barley. If we can get a contract for it, whenever it's ready to harvest. Wow, look at that yield. That is some great yield. In fact, if we take a look at all of our yield from all of our fields, they're phenomenal. Except for, what field is that? This field. It's got a low soil type. Interesting. But as far as all of our scores are doing, we're doing pretty well. Except for that new one that we just bought. It's bringing our score down just a little bit. And I would say when we go to sell all of our crops, we'll get a decent amount of profit from the environmental score because it's so high. What even is our environmental score? It's 80. So that's pretty good. Our average environmental score. So that's pretty good. In fact, we could purchase them for 9,000. That'll bring us to 84. What is that? Weed control and tillage. Okay. Oh, that needs lime. So we'll do that at some point. We could probably do that now, actually. It's probably not a bad idea. Alright, so sorry, had to go deal with something real quick. So yeah, we got full, didn't finish the row off, and we brought the grain cart out to the field. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Just make life a little simpler. We're gonna hire this guy off and hope he does a good job. Look at that. Fantastic. Alright, now where is my quad track? There you are. Now, it did say barley, right? Yes. So we're going to take this out here, hire him off on a worker planting barley. Sowing barley? Sowing barley. Because you plant corn, right? Sure. Alright, so he'll do a job. Not sure if it'll be good or not, but... let's see, we need this guy to go unload the grain cart eventually. Man, the reflections in this game are really bright. It's crazy. And we're going to spin out. It's good to know. And we will leave that just there. Trying to think of what semi I want to use for the lime. It's not that big of a deal. Are you actually working? That does say sow barley, right? I'm sowing barley? Question mark. Man, I'm not doing anything in this field. Wait a minute. Hello? That's a problem. What happens if I hit cancel? And what happens if I do that? Okay, odd. Contract income. Okay, not sure what happened there. Contract's bugged? Question mark? Then we're gonna sneak through the trees, because I don't feel like going all the way around. Not sure where to put this either, so we'll just park that right there. Sure. Okay, moving on. We kind of need to unload that. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. This is a green tractor on a red grain cart. I did not buy this that way. The grain cart, at least. Grain cart came standard with the map. and I haven't got a chance to change it yet. So there's that. And it looks like the combine only has one more pass to go. So he will do that. Well, I guess we could do that after we finish unloading here. It's probably good. Alright, so when we finish unloading, well, I guess we gotta go deal with that combine as well. We'll go dump this corn in the pig food mixer. Feed mill? I keep calling it a feed mixer. Alright, then we can just leave that there. We shall take over from this guy. And this combine's really loud in my ear. And look at that, the contract's finished. Alright. Where are you? Cancel job. Let's go ahead and complete that. That's $84,000, so we've got $200,000. Yeah. Yeah, we have $200,000. Not much I can do with that, but I am going to do one thing with that. Potentially two things with that. We're definitely going to buy a pig enclosure. Because we have pig food. We just don't have pigs. Oh. And then I'm going to buy pigs too. So, there's that. So technically I'm going to do three things with it. Because I was going to buy 2 pig enclosures and then pigs. So 3 things. Yeah. Technically only 2, because 2 of those are the same thing. But still. Alright, we gotta fill this thing up with gas because it's running low. Probably shouldn't fill it up over winter, but here we are. And then we gotta put the grain cart away. It doesn't... Well, it does have a spot, actually. Go with, right here. Sure. Man, that sun is bright. And smack the wall. Where am I going? I went the wrong way. Where is my truck? There it is. Alright, so if you guys haven't seen it yet, this is the pig feed mill. And you dump corn and whatnot in this part, this side. And then you dump, or no, you get whatever on the other side if I could show it. But I can't zoom out that far, so it's on the other side of the building. In fact, we actually need to get that pig food out of there. So we'll grab our handy dandy Peterbilt. Technically, it's a Peterbilt. But I am on consoles, so it's not branded as Peterbilt. And we go in this side and grab the pig food. Hopefully. Can I get other things out of here? No. So it's just pig food. Alright. Good to know. So we'll let that fill up. We'll grab our truck again. And I believe all of our fields are now harvested. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. So that means this can just stay here. And then we need this guy. Hey, look at that. It's all filled. And that doesn't look like pig food. That looks like chaff. Yeah, that is definitely chaff. That's odd. Alright, so once again, we have the problem of we have no pig enclosures. So I'm just going to park this right here. If it'll stop. And we will go into construction mode and we will place down a pig confinement. Now, I don't quite remember how these were laid out, but I want to say they were laid out like this. I think we place one there, and then one there. Sure, that works. Now I'm hoping I don't need an auger or anything. I can just come up to this and it'll unload. I was wrong. What if I get closer? Ooh, I got the trigger. Oh. Aha. Please? Why you no work? I might need an auger. Or can I use this thing? Ooh, I can. Oh. Just curious. Can I use an auger? Will you do pig food? You will. Fancy. Don't I have an auger? Wait a minute. No, I don't. Okay, so we'll go ahead and buy that. Then we need a tractor to go get it. That's somewhere else. We'll use this, I guess, because this is kind of our only other tractor that is free. Oh, it needs gas, too. Should have thought about that. Where's the gas station? Is there one by the store? There is. Fantastic. Man, that sun is bright. And here is the gas station. Kind of coming at it weird, but whatever. Do I want to fill this all the way up? I probably should. I don't necessarily plan on selling this tractor anytime soon. So yeah. Hey, look, the train. Fancy. And then we drive around the corner, or no, not a corner, across the road, and we pick up our auger. I didn't look when I placed that thing down. Is there a Panhandle map one? No, there's not. Okay. I'm really hoping this works. And I am way too far out of line. Can I just leave it like that? Sure. Let's try that. Alright, is this gonna work? Hey, it will. Look at that. Am I sliding or is the... I am definitely sliding. Interesting. Okay, whatever. That's a loud truck. Where is the animal point? I believe it's over here. That's straw. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's buy some pigs. How many can we hold? 1,200? Well, we're not buying those. Not buying those either. Could buy 100. It would leave us with no money, though. How are the cows doing? Can I sell some cows yet? I could. I could. But I'm not going to. Let's just buy 100 pigs. 100 baby pigs. To be exact. There we go. And that thing is still going. Uh, the straw trigger doesn't take bales for the hog barns. Well, I've sold those, so they might not. But these are the modded ones from ModHub. I've used these pins before, and I don't quite remember if I need a straw chopper. I'm not entirely sure. But we don't have enough money to place down a manure pit at the moment. That is the bright sun. Where was I going with that? Something about manure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. No idea. Alright, what needs to be done? This needs to be brought back. That field has weeds in it. We do actually own that field. That is our triticale field, I believe. Yes, it is. Look at that. Wow, I was right. And then we've got our cultivated field here that we bought. Oh, we also need to bale this field too. That would be helpful. Sorry, was checking on something. Okay. Alright, swing this around, set him on a worker. Go for it. Is this guy still on? No. Okay. And then I believe that brings us to baling. Yeah, because there's not much else we can do. I just remembered I can set this on GPS, can't I? Let's do 15 meters, because that's how wide the... whatever the thing is called. The windrower. That's how wide that is. And then we just sit here and bale this entire field. Not entirely sure if I want to or not. Actually, no. We do have something else to do. We need to go and cover that silage pit of the chaff in the first couple minutes that we did of the stream. This right here. It's not a lot, but it's enough to get us going. Alright, that was nice and quick. And then we should probably bring this back over to where it belongs, which is over there by the cultivator. Unfortunately, I do have to drive on these grass swaths to get this in position. Just there. Alright, how's this guy doing? Are you even active? You are active. Okay. Hey, look at that. I have soybeans in the silo. Huh. Interesting. I forgot I had soybeans in the silo. That's crazy. Okay. I guess we go back to baling. I don't need my help window on anymore. Who texted me? Oh, look at that. Oh man, I don't know about you guys, but baling is kind of boring. Kind of boring. I don't know if I want to do this entire field. I probably should. That would make more sense. But for the sake of you guys watching, um, I don't know if I want to finish this field. I really don't know. I mean, logically, it is November 1st, so logically I should finish this field. Uh, but to make it more interesting for you guys, I think we should move on. Not that there's much else to do, but it'll be something other than this. So I think we do that. Let's grab this guy. Hook up to the bale trailer, and let's go pick up some bales. Alright, now that the bales are picked up, we will go ahead and dump them in the commodity shed over here. So that way it'll make us TMR, although we don't have silage. Alright. Let's see, this guy is still going. He's on his last pass. And then I don't think there's anything else for us to do. Other than to sleep until... Oh, I don't know. Sleep until a time? I don't know. Let's see. That guy's still going. Do we have any more pig food in the silo? A little bit. Alright, will they survive overnight? Potentially. Oh, we have slurry. I was gonna spread some slurry. I forgot about that. Yeah, because all of our fields need nitrogen, so that's gonna be fun. Alright, when do we gotta go to sleep? I want to say March, but that's a long way from now. Yeah, I want to say March. Alright, that will do it for today. I've had enough, guys. Um, that took a lot longer than I expected to sleep all those days. Um, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you later. Bye bye.